Very great. I forgot to record that, so you may have to hit the button there, but you don't do it just yet. Last kick up, touch down, last time. Up, kick back, double kick, toe down. Okay, I know that was a little bit of a mind melter. A mind melter more than a physical melter, but we'll get into that the next day a bit more. Stay where we are. So same side, same bar, elbow down. So it's easy. Okay. Elbow, forearm, and hands on the bar. Step away. Doesn't matter if you're top foot, step or inside foot away. Now, I could collapse into my shoulder and into my body here and do some leg lifts, or I can lift up out of my chest, out of my arm, out of my neck, out of my under waist. Tuck the tail more, toes forward, and we're going to lift. Shh. Shh. Toe is turned down, back of the heel, leading the straight line. So you're kicking to me. I want you to kick over to that window over there. That's it. Keep the hips squared. Keep turning the tailbone down and think about the outside of the leg. Shh, reaching, shh, reaching, shh, reaching. Up. Now, possibly we're going to reach that arm over the head. You don't want to see the arm, so bring the elbow back, open the chest, drop the shoulder blade. 5, 4, 3, 2. You can keep this pace or add a double time. Ready? Shh, 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 shh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and pull. Stretch out your leg. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay here. Pull the heel back. Pull the knee back. I know that. Lifting. 1, 2, 3. Concentrate on pelvic floor. Going to feel it. 5, 6. Your knees bent. Your heel is back behind you. Yeah. 4, 3. In peeing dog. 2, and 1. Oh, we'll take a break. Wow, which leg hurts the most? We're not going to change your arm just yet. We're going to come onto the bar where both hands, or onto your chair, wherever you have, both hands on top. Again, you might just want to turn them out again, but if you have comfortable underfloor at home, don't. Both hands dropping onto the bar. Again, we're not grabbing on for dear life. Just feel the palms erected, and we're going to sit back. The bum should be able to push back further than the feet. So in other words, you're not here. Stay here. We know that we want to square off the hips. Keep the tummy pulled in. Bring one foot out and lift. Just stretch it out as long as you can, as high as you can, and turn the hip down. So we don't want the body turning up on the side. We want to turn it down towards the ground. Touch down, lift. Shh. 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 So it's quite momentous to lift, but then slow down. Shh. Shh. Good work. Keep going with that. So push your torso down, Annette, and push your bum back to the window. Back, back, back. Come on, no, don't move your leg yet. Push your bum away. Away, 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 away. That's it. Get low. Now lift. So the only thing moving is your leg, up and down. 3 more. Lean in. 2. Last time, we're going to stay up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay here. Pull your heel into your bum. Lift your toe up. Extend. Heel into your bum. Toe up. Extend. So toe up means lift your leg a bit higher. Lift your knee up and extend. 2 more. In, up, out. Last time. In, up, and out. Well done. That's hard. You okay? Yeah. Good. Same thing on the yard. Yeah. Get some water. Don't get dizzy in it, right? Do you? Someone left the water can. Do you feel okay? Yeah, of course. So it's the same thing on the other leg. So stay in that same position where your bum is pushing right back and your chest is dropping down. Your eyes are forward. Don't close your eyes. Holding here. Take the other foot back. Long leg. Lifting the leg up. Stretching the leg out. Turn the hip down. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. lifting. Now keep your hip turned down. So turn your hip back to the ground. You feel like you can't lift as high, but you're activating more of your bum and your back muscles than you are otherwise. So keep the knees stretched. Imagine you've got a like a steel rod running from your hip to your toe. So we can't buckle that knee at all. We're going for a double time. Did we do this the last time? Remember, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pulse hold. 2, 3. Stretch your leg. Reach out. Now pull in, lift up, extend. Pull in, lift up, extend. Pull in, lift up, extend. In, up, and out. 3 more. In, up, out. That's great. Last 2. Up, out. Last time. Got this. Lift. Oh my God. Oh my God. And in. Oh, that standing leg nearly hurts more than the working leg. Oh my God. Okay. Here we are. Stand back on your mat and let's do a little stretch. Chin to the chest. Close the ribs. Close the body forward. Really tuck the tail because we've worked so much of the back line. We want to make sure that we're getting that active. Hang the weight. Walk forward. Just a little bit till you get your hands down. Look into your tummy. So you're going to lift up one heel and bend the knee in. Push the other foot firmly into the floor. Change over. Change. Change. 3, 2. Last time. Walk back. Hang. Roll up. Slow. Roll the shoulders. Let's do it again. Chin to the chest. Break down. Chest down. Start to roll slowly. All the way down. Walk out. Now, you stay here in that full body plank position. So drop your hips, net. Drop your knees. Down onto the knee. This is the challenging bit now. You're going to bring, say, your right foot to the outside of your right hand, or as close as you can. Now, try and get on the mat, so you're not going to slide. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Lean the knee forward and just feel the stretch in the pelvis. So stay there. Now, I want you to try and do some circles with the hip. So go over to the left, behind you, to the right, and forward towards your hand. So you're getting a little bit of movement in the pelvis. It doesn't matter how much or how little. So we're mobilizing the pelvis. Last 2. Go the other direction of the same leg. Round, out and around. Now, you can do this with the back knee off the ground. And if you think you can, Rachel, go ahead and do that. Last time. And release the foot back. Taking the other foot forward. Lean in. Again, you can lift that back leg up and keep it down. And circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. Back up onto the knees. 1 foot forward. So very similar, just lean in this time. So say your whichever leg is behind you, that same hand comes up. Reach back, lean back, breathe. Come across your body if you can. If you can, just take the other hand down towards the floor. Reach over and come back up. Pull the foot back towards you. Stretch back the leg. You can put your hand on the floor. Big and change over. Leg back, leg forward, lean in, really reach into that. So whatever the back leg is, that hand comes up, lean back, drop your shoulders, look up, drop your other hand to the side, reach over, and then if you're able to get the hand to the floor, that's great. Come back up, hands to the back, and finish. Well done. Hands up behind you. Tuck the toes underneath your feet. Actually, while you're here, let's do this. All right, sit back onto your heels. I'll do it once and then we'll do it together, okay? So you're going to have your hands out in front, come up onto your knees, tuck your toes, now this is a bit of a challenge. Come up onto your feet and push up. Now, this is a challenge, right? Maybe not for you, Rachel, but it's generally a challenge for people who are not doing it. But it's like the skill of riding a bike, the skill of getting up and down off the floor properly. It's something that if you do it, you should be able to do it for life. And Annette, got a lot of life left. So let's do the same thing in reverse. So you can do this with me, right? Hands up, come down to the knees, let the heels come up. No, stay where you are, Annette, come down. Knees down, unhook the feet, sit back. Now, unhook the feet, sit back. Come straight back up, tuck the toes. Ready? Onto the feet. That's great. And push up. It doesn't matter. Do it whatever's going. Protect your knees, so slowly let the knees down and up the feet and sit back. Back up, tuck, onto the feet. Up the thumb, and same way on the way down. And knees, feet, relax. Wow, one more time. Up, on, and lift. Well done. Okay, nice. Surprise yourself that. Okay. Sorry, girls, have to just get a grab a drink. So a similar position or a similar challenge is this. We're coming back down onto the mat. And instead of going onto our knees, we're going onto our knees and we're going to the side. So you've got both knees bent, side of you. So you kind of onto your right side. Yeah. And bring that left leg back, bend it back, the other leg, the left leg, yeah. And bring the right foot forward just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. So let's see how this goes. They're not going to go for it. Well, challenge number one. You may or may not do it. Hands up. Lift your legs and put them on the other side, okay? Lift your legs and put them on the side. However you do it, just do it. Go through the movement. Up if you can, and across and lift your chest. Up and across and lift your chest. So now you're going to see we're kind of going to face two different directions. As we move, and just try and get your pelvis to move. And then we're going to hold after this one. You ready? Turn one more time and hold. Stay here. So get into the position. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, that's it. And you come up onto your knees. No, that knee. Yeah, that's it. Stay there. So on the knees, the back foot. Step forward. Hope I don't go out of you there now. The back toes tuck under. Stand up. Gotta go back so we can do better. So, yeah. Your back foot's tucked behind you. Lean forward. Reach out. Lift the leg up. Come up with the knee and reach out. And lift up. And reach out. Get the hip turned down. And lift up. There's so many things that we need to rely on here. Balance, coordination, a lot of brain work, as well as physical work. Last time. Step out. Now see that back foot? Touch down. Bend the back knee down. And take ourselves back. And back down. So I'm all over the place here, but we'll move back. So over to the other side now. This is the first position. Take your time. Take your time. No, back foot behind. That's it. Now, from here, up onto those legs. Even that part. A lot of like hip action. Back foot forward. Back toes tuck under and lift. So really kind of a lunge position. Back here. Reach forward, lift the leg, and come up to standing. Reach forward. Now this is all just a bit of a joke now. I'm not a joke, but just a test. For what? For you to say, oh Jesus, you're desperate at that, or you're brilliant. Or somewhere in the middle. You need to concentrate like the workout. You need to concentrate, you need to have a point that you're fixed on. Last time, extend that leg out. Now bring the toe to the ground, knee to the ground, front leg comes back, and we're down into the start position. Or something similar. Very good. Look, that was just, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of different directions, and there's a lot of, as I said, it's not just physical, there's a lot of brain action as well, which for women, we need to keep that coordination balance as well. So we need to use the brain to be able to do that. Okay, tuck the toes, we're rocking onto the feet, and we're rolling up. That was just a bit of a break from the bar until we go back there. Okay, you can turn around. So we're doing the same thing that we did the last time with the lunge, the knee up, and the extend double kick, okay? Across here. So we start with just a static lunge, remember? So the inside leg. You were facing me the last time, and after you're going to turn around. Yeah. Possibly raising the turn. Well, I don't know which way you work. So take a step back. Good step back. Back heel is lifted high. Tailbone is tucked under, so we're not letting the hips come forward. Tuck. Draw straight down. Drive straight up. So we just did some static ones to start off. Now lean back a minute. Tuck your tail. Don't let that front knee do all the work. I think you can take a bigger step forward. Yeah. Now, lean back. Yeah, lean back. Bend the back knee more than the front knee. That's it. Really drive that back leg up. Rachel, I think you could take a step forward there as well. Yeah, now lean back. Bring your front knee back, Rachel. Yeah. No, keep your foot where it was. Now, when you start to bend, way back, pull your knee back towards you. That's it, more. And then put up. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Foot's going to stay in the same position here, but I'm not going to let the knee jump this way. I'm going to pull it back here and let my back knee come down. So the front knee does not go past the ankle. That makes sense? Hope it does. Yeah, that's it. Let's do one more. Drop, stop, engage. We're going to drive up from here. High, up, bring the knee in front. Now we're on that double kick back. Kick back, hinge forward from the hips. Bend the knee slightly, bring the leg out. Draw the hips down square. You probably bring your hand forward here. Double kick, toe down, hand back, lower down. Drive up, hand forward. Lean in, double kick. Toe down, drive up. Kick back, double kick. Into lunge. Down, drive up. Lean in, double kick. Toe down, lunge. Drive up, kick back, double kick, toe down, lunge, drive up. Great. 5. Look up there. Can you see me up there? Can you see me that far away? Toe, drive up. 3. Drive up. 2 more. Last time. Lean, double kick, toe, lunge, and up. Hold it up. Well done. So stay in the same direction that you're in right now. And let's move on to the bar. So in other words, we're on the side. And you remember what we talked about where we're going to lift up that underweight, lift out of the shoulders, out of the neck. So we're not down here. We're going to lengthen everything. Only you can do that. Lift up the underweight, step out of the inside foot and hold. Tuck the tail, toe forward, heel leading, up and down. So the first few are really just about finding your range. So turn your hips forward. Yeah, no, hip forward. Yeah, and bring the leg back, tight back it. And you're kind of kicking to me. Just that's it. So straight line out. But do make sure you're tucking your tailbone down. That's important because your bum wants to stick out. Shh. 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 Go up and down for 4. Then we're doing that double time. 3. Maybe reach up and over. 2. Last time, double time. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. You really have to push. 6, 7, 8, 9. Pulse, stretch out. 4, 3, 2. Heel behind, knee back. Hand on the hip if you wish. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Done. Well done. Well done. That was great. So I'm doing away with this now. I'm going to get you into the middle of your mat. Middle of your mat. Turn to me. And feet divided with the heart. So roll the shoulders back and down. Reach the arms forward. And bring the fingertips together. Hitch your hips back as far as you can. Like you're going to hover over a toilet. Go low and push up. Tuck your tail. Engage your bum. Sit the hips out, lower down, lift your pelvic floor here, and drive. I'm going to do that from the side. Keep your shoulders back and down, keep your upright chest as much as you can. Hitch the hips, lower down, and drive up. So what we're trying to avoid is leaning forward into it. So up, bum out. Push your bum. That's it. And now push up from there. Because that, if you don't get that extra push back, they won't fire. For women, generally, as we get older, but for women who have children, this is the muscle that goes to sleep the quickest and for the longest. Our glute muscles don't fire. So when you talk, 90% of women that I was talking to have back problems, pelvic floor problems, whatever, and they're going to physiotherapy, the first thing they're going to tell them is your glutes are not firing. And I'm going to tell you that your glutes, your bum muscles are the biggest role in pelvic floor support and abdominal support and back support outside of the body. So inside the body obviously has to do bone work and has to be strong to do its job, but the support that is provided to them outside of that comes from the glutes mostly. So if we're working the muscles but they're not firing, we're not getting the work. So the bar work is really important to make sure that we're firing and we're firing all different angles. The lunges and the squats are the same. That's why we do so many of them. But it also gives us great opportunity to engage pelvic floor. In every squat, you have the opportunity and lunge to lift pelvic floor and use the breath to really important. So we can imagine that like your breath is like a weight. So we want to really push the air out and get the engagement to kind of make it harder, make it work harder. Okay, so not to get into a different tangent. But we could easily do squats like this and be literally nothing happening in the glutes. So we have to make sure that we really hitch back and feel like you're going to split the seam on your trousers, get low and drive. It doesn't matter how low you go. I'd rather you do this than do this. So upright chest, lean in and drive up. So we're not forgetting the engagement here. So engage pelvic floor, to the top. Engage the glutes by tucking the tailbone under. We've got to go for another 10. Drive up. 8. Drive up. Keep going. So we're focusing on the glutes, yes, number 1. Internally, we've got the breath happening, which is the diaphragm, which is a huge role to play in terms of core development and really bringing everything back together. You're going to be working the lower back, exterior muscles, and you're also going to have the opportunity to engage pelvic floor. And an extra bonus with squats that you don't get with other things. Is that 10? Keep going. Is the stretch element. So you're getting you're getting the opportunity to really lengthen the pelvic floor in the relaxed state. So we get here, engage it, and drive up. So we've got so many boxes taped from just this exercise. Keep going, it's going to turn down. Let's go for 4 more. 4. 2. Last time. Last time. Get down, get down, get down, sit down. Close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. Well done. Same squat, not the same position. So you can stay facing it. Wider stance, toes turned out of it, knees are going to go in the direction of the feet. So we're not totally Charlie Chaplin, it is kind of angled, but turn your toes in a tiny bit. Yeah, because your knees won't be able to ride that far. But you want to guide your knees in the direction of your toes. Fingers together again. This is much easier to be upright. Lean in. We do want to still go, okay, stick that bum out and then get into it. Stick that bum out and then get into it. So we're working into the saddlebags that I have plenty of here and drive up out of there. So down, engage here. I generally try to keep my fingers a bit higher than my chest so that my eye gaze is drawn up there and it helps me to lift my chest. Bum out and drive. Bum out and drive. Well done. Keep going. And drive. Now, I want you to get low, 2, 3. Touchdown. Reach up and lift up. Down, 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 touchdown. Reach up, drive up. 2 more. Down, hips, knees, down, touchdown. Reach up, drive up. 1 more time. Down, 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 touchdown. Reach up and drive up. So I say 1 more. 1 more. Down, 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 touchdown. Reach up and lift up. Oh. Feel that? Okay, well done. I know we've done a predominantly upright standing class, but it's good. Good for you. Tuck the chin into the chest. Roll down slowly. Stretch the spine, bone by bone. Hang your weight wherever you can go to, just hang it. Bend your knees when you're ready, bring your hands down. And then your knees down and walk your hands out. Hands onto the shoulders, knees under the hips. Stay here. We're just going to round the spine up. Tuck the tail, lower back, middle back, upper back. Tuck the chin, breathe in. Come up. Belly down, ribs down, chest down, head up. Great, going again. Head, bum down, lower back, middle back, upper back. Look in, breathe in. Drop. And look up. Back onto your heels, open your knees a tiny bit. Reach up, come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elbows down, drop the forehead, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Rolling back up. Shoulders back and down. Well done. You okay? Yeah. All right. So we're going to come back into that and do a bit of a chest opener and also release any tightness that's in the middle thoracic back. And then we'll do some press ups and some planks. Okay. So coming in, let's hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Try and just relax your shoulders, lengthen your neck, and make sure your back is not dipping down. It's nice and flat. Fingertips start at the temple. We're going to lead the elbow up to the ceiling as high as you can. We're going to drop it down and lift it up. and down one more time. Now, I want you to use your whole hand. Down, up. Find where you can go to where you're kind of getting stuck. Look up. Now bring that same hand, I might just turn forward. Same hand underneath it, thread it through the other arm. You are going to need to bend that hand or arm. Reach in as far as you can. Hook the pelvis right. Reach in as far as you can. Keep going. See if you can lower your shoulder and the side of your head to the ground. If you can, take the other hand forward. If you can, push into that arm at the front and turn yourself into your underarm. Bring the hand back to your head. Push up. Reach up. All the way up. See if you get a bit more range. Do it one more time. Reach in. Right in. Head down. Arm forward. Turn in. Coming up. Reach. Same thing on the other side. You okay, Miss? Yep. Hand at the tempo. Lead at the elbow to start. Inhale down. Inhale down. Full arm down. All the way up. Stop. Bend the arm in. The shoulder where you can, if you can, don't have to. And if you can't, just stay where you are. You don't have to bring that arm forward at all. Back up. And reach. Should have much better range of movement. Let's go again. In a bit further. Go in further. Very good. Back onto the heels. And reach forward. And drop the elbows, drop the forehead, and breathe. Come up. And return. Well done. Are you okay? Ah. So I want to come into a press up position. So let's come forward. The hands are slightly up off the edge of the mat. And the body is coming forward so that you have weight as equally in your hands as you have in your knees. Now, how far you go forward is really 100% up to yourself. Now, in that moment, if you were to draw a line from your nose to the floor, it would land just in between the two longest fingers. Drag your shoulder blades back and down. Tuck your tailbone, not round your spine, just tuck your tailbone down, and draw your abdominals in. Pelvic floor engaging. Down, down, hold. So down, down, hold, and then 5 count exhale, push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathing out. Go again. Way forward net or bring your hands back. Yeah, and bring your body forward again and down. Straight line down and straighten up. Perfect position in the spine. So keep your tailbone drawn down. Don't let your pelvis collapse. Keep your abdominals in focus, your pelvic floor in focus, and push all the way up to the top. Come on, Rachel, don't give you one more. Ready? Down, down, hold, and shh. Sit back then, girls, and take it back. Well done. Let's take a big stretch with those arms, reach forward. Now don't go down, just reach forward, tuck in the chin. Stay here. Then open back, fingertips to the floor. Push your shoulders back together and lift back. Back up. Take one hand up. down the middle of your spine. So you're bringing one hand down the middle of your spine and just pulling it over then a little bit if you can. No, you can stay up and out, doesn't matter. And then over, and then back to the middle. Change hands, down, pull it across, pull it over a little bit more if you can, and release. All right, we're into plank on the elbows. Are you okay? Yeah. All right, we're working hard now. Drop it down, drop the shoulders, lengthen the neck, and tuck the tail. Pull in the belly button. Connect to the tailbone, blow out. So the blow out is you closing your ribs, pushing every last bit of air out, which means the front of the rib cage is closing into the back of the rib cage. Two more. Last time. Okay. So we're going to use that center position to get us from side to side, and let's just do some side bends. I'm going to say let's do 8. Okay, option 1 is to keep the bottom knee on the ground. So this will be your position you end up in. Top leg comes forward, hips are up, and then we do our side bends up and down from here. Option 2 is to lift the leg up and stretch out. The leg itself doesn't move, so your body goes down and your body comes up, but you're not lifting the leg up and down. Okay, let's try it. So from the center that we started in, shoulders, neck, tail, abdomen, pelvic floor. Stay here. Kick the heel out and turn. Push the hips up, tuck the tailbone down, top foot forward. Exhale over. Inhale. Exhale up. So you need to go fully onto your side of your knee in it. Yeah, and pull your heel up close to your bum, the back one. Yeah. Now bring your top leg forward. So you put it down on the floor and over with the arm. Let the hips come down and then lift the arm and the hips back up. Arm down, hips down. 2 more. Last time, up we go. And turn back. Oh, God. Turning in, tuck the tail. Reset. And off we go. Kick, turn, hips, leg forward for support. Drop the shoulder blades, tuck the tail over. Inhale, over. Inhale, over. Inhale. 3, 2. The last time. And release. Into the middle. Sit back. And take a break. Have a drink. And relax for a second. All right, so just want to finish on a lying down movement where we're going to work the back, chain, and body, and then finishing completely on working postural muscles of the upper back and neck area, just there, and that running up along the spine, continuing up past the neck and up into the back of the head. So we're on our tummy. Take a drink if you need one, and then onto your tummy. Okay. So let's start lying on our tummy with, you've got 2 options. If you want to make this a bit easier, you're okay in it? No. Going to make this a bit easier, bringing the forehead onto the back of the hands and pushing the elbows out. Make it a little bit harder. We're trying to bring the hands forward, thumbs in towards the ceiling, baby finger on the floor. So the palms are towards each other. The shoulders, we have to work to draw them back into our body. It's not easy. Your shoulder blades don't want to do the work. So try that. Lie down. Take the arms either out straight or under your head and work to one at a time. Pull the shoulders down, go down, down, away from your ears and back into your body. Tuck in your chin, forehead towards the floor, doesn't have to be on the floor. Pull your shoulder blades back. So your arms will physically move back towards you more. That's it, net more. Keep pulling them in as much as you can get those shoulder blades down. Now rest your chest. and rest your head. That's it. Now that's number one. Shoulders and then pelvis. They're your two structural positions that cannot change, that are the crux of the entire operation as such. So try to pull your hip bones at the front there back from the floor and create space between your pelvis and the ground. So what's that mean? Push your pubic bone towards the floor and pull your hip bones back. In my line, when I can see you, I see your lower back lifting up the ceiling. So it doesn't keep such a big dip, it starts to lift out. The other way, Annette. The other way. Tuck the other way. So stick your bum in the air and then go the other way. Draw down, down, and pull back. Keep going. Yeah, that's it. So your lower back lifts up, your glutes engaged. Can you feel that? And you're pulling the lower part of your abdominals off the floor, away from the floor. Now, the shoulders can round up then because we pull the hips back. So it's trying to keep both of those fairly active. That's really important. Shoulder blades are actively pulling back. Hip bones are actively pulling back. We're holding here, yeah? Pull your belly button in where you can. And now I want you to breathe. Put your forehead towards the floor again. And this doesn't have to be on the floor. I want you to breathe like we've done before. When you're finishing the exhale so powerfully that you're pushing the front of the rib cage in towards the back of the rib cage, because you've closed it, you've emptied the lung, and it should get closer together. It's very active and very mindful how you will guide the air out of the front of the ribs into the back of the body. So keep going. Drop your shoulders, pull back your hips, throw your belly button up like you're trying to protect an unbroken egg. And every time you exhale, deflate your entire torso, close it up, push the ribs back to the spine. Finish that exhale and release. No, don't release. Keep breathing, I should say. Keep your hips back and your shoulders down. Don't move anything except to stretch your right leg. So lift your toes ever so slightly and stretch your leg. Literally, like I've grabbed onto your toes and I'm pulling your leg out of your body. Hold the stretch. Come on, stretch your knee, stretch your knee, stretch your knee. Don't go up any higher. Stretch your knee, stretch your knee. Pull back your hips again. Drop your shoulders. Think about pulling in your belly button and breathing. Stretch your leg. Just lift the leg a tiny fraction more just so your thigh comes up. And that's enough. Stretch your leg. Pull back your hips. Tuck down your shoulder blades, and all the work is in what's happening in your belly button, what's happening in your pelvic floor, and what's happening in your rib cage. Blow that out. Gently lower the foot down and do the same thing on the other side. Stretch the leg, pull the shoulders back and down, stretch the leg, hips pulled back, belly button pulled in, sink the shoulder blades. Finish the exhale, pushing the ribs back into the spine, lower down, and do it again on the right leg. The only change here is that we're going to add in the left arm. Now, think about this. The minute you go to lift the arm, your shoulder blade is going to want to do the work. So keeping your shoulder blade down and making the top of the arm muscle do the work. Totally different ballgame. Not what's naturally going to do, don't think about it. So really you have to think, drop my shoulder, pull your arm back towards you, drop the shoulder and see if you can lift the arm, head down in it. Now the arm might feel like, no, actually you weigh 4 million tons and I can't lift you up at all. Or you might just about get it up. Don't stretch it, just pull the shoulder blade down and lower the leg, lower the arm and change over. Before you go anywhere again, girls, if you pull back those hips again, pull in the tummy, connect to the breath, connect to your neck as well, your shoulders. Exhale to push the rib cage up. Stretch the left leg, reach it out, lift it where you can, and then opt in that opposite leg, opposite arm. Change over. Change over. Stretch the leg. If you can lift the arm and you're happy to keep the shoulder blades down, try and go higher with the arm. It should pass the ears. One. You might be able to do it. I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying try. Pull back the shoulders. Pull back the hips. Stretch your knee, and lift that arm up. Up you go, and down. Well done. Do the other side one more time. Right arm, left leg, and left. Right leg, left arm, and left leg, right arm. Last time. Stretch the leg, pull back the hips, pull in the tummy, hold on to it. Lower, lower, and one more time. You've got this. So stretch and lift. Hold stretch, lower down, well done. Okay, if you need to take a break, you can sit back onto your heels and come back down. If you're happy where you are, stay where you are. We're taking the hand position into sit. I know I'm probably going to. Elbow in line with shoulder, fingers forward. No, your elbows down. And bring your hands forward. Out onto the floor and forward. Way out there. And bring your elbows down a bit more. Yeah. So elbows are in line with shoulders on both sides and the fingers are forward. Tuck in the chin, forehead down. That's really important to start off with because we want to create traction in the back of the neck. We want to relax or relieve any pressure on those cervical spine points at the back of the neck that run down into the top of the spine. So it's really vital that we stabilize the rest of the spine or we won't get any benefit. So starting at the top of the body like we did before, pull those shoulder blades back and down, take the weight, the work out of the hands and arms. So imagine your hands are on a very pinchy device. You can't put any pressure into or under those hands and arms. We want to work out of here. Now we're going to pull back our hip bones. We're going to pull in our belly button and connect to the pelvic. Keeping your chin as tight to your chest as you can. So tuck your chin right in. Imagine you're holding onto a small mandarin. And you're going to lift your forehead up gently, keeping a hold of that mandarin. Don't lift your chin off your chest. Lift your forehead off the ground. Now you'll come up to a point where you just can't go any higher without lifting your chin. Your eyes are looking down towards your chest all the time. And now think, have I still kept the weight out of the hand and arm? My elbows lie still. Am I feeling the shoulder blades taking the work? Am I still pulled back my hips, draw my abdominals in, pelvic floor, etc. Keep that chin in, lower down, and go down. So I like to exhale to come up, hold as I inhale, hold as I exhale, and inhale back down. Exhale, chin in. Pull back the hips, pull in the tummy. Keep the chin in, lighten the arms, exhale, come up. Inhale. Now another thing that you need to be thinking about is imagining that you're a turtle in a shell and you're pushing the crown of the head forward. And you're feeling length coming out of your shoulder blades, up along through the back of your neck and up into the crown of your head. You have to create that traction internally, but you'll definitely feel benefit if you do it. Lower down. And again, hips back, shoulders back and down, elbows light, chin in. Push the crown of the head forward. Lower down one more time. Lower the head down. Forehead on the floor, hands by your body. Push up. Sit back onto your heels. Reach forward. Try and drop your elbows down and then your forehead towards the floor. Coming up. Round your spine up to the ceiling. Look in. Drop down and look up. Look your toes underneath your feet, bring your weight back, hands on the side of your knees, rock onto your feet, push, that's it. From there, bum goes up, heels go down, head goes forward, okay? Start to roll up slowly. Come to the top, roll the shoulders, gently reach up, slightly back bend, roll the shoulders. One more time. Well done. That was a great class. I hope you feel good for that. Thank you for joining in, Rachel. I hope to see you next week. Mind yourself. Have a great week. Bye. Now, Ned, that was good.
That was very good, wasn't it?